Rolly Romero versus Manuel Jaimes. Who's going to win this fight? But before we talk about who's going to win this fight, let's take a look at their latest performances, in which Rolly Romero fought Ismael Barroso, in which Ismael Barroso dropped Rolly Romero in round 3.
With a puncher, you know it's going to be difficult. And that is difficult.
But then Rolly Romero brought it back, dropped and put a lot of punishment on Ismael Barroso, in which the wrestling enough and stopped the fight in round 9.
Barroso comes back with the right, and they are just...
After this, Rolly Romero went on to fight Pitbull Cruz, in which Pitbull Cruz rocked him in round 1.
Cruz looking to drop Romero here in the first round. Romero.
Pitbull Cruz then rocked him again in round 7.
Seconds of the 7th round. Can Romero survive?
Pitbull Cruz then put more punishment on Rolly Romero, in which the wrestling enough to stop the fight in round 8.
And launches the right hand. Left hook. Romero takes the shot. Still standing. Referee intervenes.
Now let's take a look at Manuel Jaimes' latest performances, in which he fought Belmar Preciado, in which Manuel landed some great combinations to outclass Belmar, and he ended up taking it by decision. After this, Manuel went on to fight Jonathan Romero, in which Manuel landed some great shots to control the whole entire fight, outlanded Jonathan, and he ended up taking it by decision.
Now, if I'm being honest, this fight has no hype to it, and it makes sense on why it doesn't, and that is because Rolly Romero's opponent, Manuel Jaimes, doesn't really bring anything to the table since he's not a big name, he's not high ranked, and he hasn't fought nor beaten a big name, so he's basically a big underdog in this fight. He's the one who has been given the opportunity of hopefully beating a big star like Rolly Romero and starting his career of becoming a big star. So basically, the only reason this fight is on this card is simply because of Rolly Romero, since Rolly Romero has a big audience, so he could definitely help sell this card. So now, how's this fight going to go, and who's going to win this fight? Well, if we look at their stats and the record, we'll see that Rolly Romero stands with a record of 15 wins, with 13 of those wins coming by knockout, but he does have 2 losses that ended by knockout / TKO. And if you look at Manuel Jaimes, well, he stands with a record of 16 wins, with 11 of those wins coming by knockout, but he does have 1 loss and 1 draw. So record-wise, both men stand pretty similar, but obviously Rolly Romero has a massive advantage when talking about who has the more high-level experience, since he has fought the best guys, so he knows what it's like to be in there with the best, unlike Manuel Jaimes. So realistically, Rolly Romero should win this fight, since he has the speed, power, boxing IQ, and the high-level experience to win this fight. And honestly, he needs to get the knockout, because if not, it will be a big embarrassment for Rolly Romero, since Manuel Jaimes doesn't seem to be a big threat.